Hello, Algebra 1A students. Ms. Buchanan, you're looking at this today on the 19th. Unit 1, Algebra Basics, Homework 9, Translating Expressions, Equations, and Inequalities. I'm going to take you through the odd ones. Go ahead and try the even ones. I do have some answers for some even ones if you want to check yourself. And, if you make mistakes on some of the even ones, that's okay. That's how we learn. You could pause this as needed. I'm going to try to explain these as we go through in just this short video. The sum of a number and 4. So sum is going to mean addition. And so you have a number and 4. You could use any letter for the variable. I choose to use n often because, number starts with n. So just, makes it easy. You could use any letter you want. I tend to get away from using the x, even though in number 3 I used x because I was in class and they had used x to begin with. So x for a beginner in algebra can be confusing because they've seen x for so many years representing multiplication. And here we're going to have multiplication, but the x isn't representing multiplication, it's representing the variable. Multiplication could be represented by just a number next to parentheses, because here we have the product. Product means multiplication. The product of a number and 5. So we have 5 just next to a number. I could use n there, I could use a there, I could use any letter, A to Z, and in parentheses. Sometimes even symbols are used as you get further on in your algebra life. You could also have, 5 times x or n. I'm going to use n from now on. You could write 5 and the xn, but that gets confusing because, like I said, we're getting away from using x. Okay, number 5, a number squared increased by 1. So you have this number, it's squared, and it's increased, added 1 to it. Here we have, you don't have to solve, you have equations, so it's going to be equal to something. These were just expressions. The difference between an equation and an expression, when you're looking at this, an expression will not have an equals. An equation does have an equals, and equals is represented by the word is. So we have twice a number divided by 6. So twice a number, 2 times it, divided by 6 is 42. You could write it differently. You could have 2n just right next to it or in parentheses, whatever. Twice a number times, or divided by, divided by 6 equals 42. You could write it like that too. Okay, so a couple options there. Number 9, 4 times the difference of a number and 7. So 4 times a number, and the difference between that 4 times the number and 7 is 32. I'm pausing because I'm looking at this one a little bit more. 4 times the difference of a number and 7. So yeah, actually, we really should put this into parentheses, okay? Because 4 times both of this, the difference of a number and 7, 4 times that. So put that in parentheses because you're going to want to use distributive property for that one, okay? Number 10, 10 increased by the quotient of a number and 2. 10 increased by the quotient of a number and 2. So we have, it's increased by 10, the quotient of a number and 2, and is negative 15. Okay, that one should be good. 13, a number less than 15, so a number less than 15. 15, a number that is at least 90, so it's at least 90. It could be more than 90, it could equal 90, so I have to have that equals, but it's going to be at least 90, so, it's going to be more, not less than. 17, a number that is no more than 20. No more than 20. So it could equal it, and it could be anything less than it, but it can't be more. So I have n is less than or equal to 20. And 19, a minimum number of 10. So we have it could equal 10, and it could be anything more than 10. Its minimum is 10, so it could be more than. So n is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, I have a few of these. If you wanted to pause on these, we went over these in class just to check them. So there's 10, 12, and 16 also. Okay, I may come back and look at 11 again because there's probably another way that you could do that one, but we'll leave it as it is right now. I learned from my mistakes too. So good luck, and if you need any others, please shoot me an email or let me know. Thanks.